President Ilham Aliyev and his spouse Mehriban Aliyeva attended the opening ceremony of the 12-story residential building for visually impaired people. Minister of Labor and Social Protection of Population Salim Muslimov informed the head of state about the work done. The construction was started in December of 2011 and is ready. Conditions have been created for visually impaired people based on a special design. Special construction materials and signs have been used to help them feel with hands and feet. President Ilham Aliyev met with the residents of the building. Welcoming the participants of the ceremony, President Ilham Aliyev said it was a significant day in their lives. The head of state congratulated them on moving to new flats, said it was a wonderful gift by the state ahead of the New Year and World Azerbaijani Solidarity Day. Noting that all 132 flats had been repaired, President said necessary conditions had been created for the visually impaired people. President Ilham Aliyev said the building had been built exclusively for visually impaired people, stressed that it was a sign of strong social policy pursued in our country. All citizens in need of state care were supported by the state. Noting that thousands of houses had been built for disabled veterans, martyrs' family, the head of state said 5,200 martyrs' families and disabled veterans had been provided with flats, more than 5,000 automobiles given to them. President said this practice of Azerbaijan did not exist in any other country. This once more reflects our social policy. At the same time, this shows that the state is always taking care and will take care of the persons who serve the people, serve the state, and of the people with physical disabilities. I want all disabled people in Azerbaijan to play an active role in the society, said President Ilham Aliyev, and stressed that people with disabilities should not be isolated, should be employed, good conditions created, beautiful buildings built for them. They should be respected in the society. The state is fulfilling its mission. Of course, the whole society should also join this initiative, said the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev said serious reforms were underway at the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of Population. The aim of the reforms was to solve the problems of the needy people and to ensure justice. President said in the previous years, in order to get a disability certificate, a disabled person was to prove it. Now the reforms would change it fundamentally. At the same time, sometimes a person without disability did something to get a degree of disability. Of course, it is unbearable, said President Ilham Aliyev, and added that citizens must be responsible. The head of state said civil servants acted dishonorably. Therefore, there must be serious control over the sphere. Public control must play its role. Noting that the state was fulfilling and would fulfill its task, President Ilham Aliyev said solution of the problems of needy people, those in need of targeted social assistance, was in the focus of attention. Today's ceremony shows that we are on the right track, said President Ilham Aliyev, and underlined that 10 million manats had been allocated from the President's Reserve Fund to the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of Population for the construction of the building for martyrs' families and disabled veterans. The head of state said at least the same amount of money would be allocated by the Cabinet of Ministers to make sure that the work is underway, saying that the country's economic situation had changed. President Ilham Aliyev stated the drop of oil prices by 3 times had an impact on our incomes. Our budget expenses and budget revenues had decreased. This is normal because these processes have started to have an impact on us. Most rich countries have faced the same situation, but at the same time economic stability is ensured in Azerbaijan. Economic growth, social development is ensured. No social project remained unimplemented. The oil prices is very low. All social programs will be implemented next year, said President Ilham Aliyev, and stressed that there would be no cuts. The head of state said government agencies must work more efficiently. There must be full transparency in financial and economic sphere in order to gain better achievements in 2016. President underlined that Azerbaijani citizens, especially the citizens in need of state care, would be in the center of the policy next year and for years to come. President Ilham Aliyev expresses congratulations on the significant event, World Azerbaijani Solidarity Day and New Year, and wished the new residents to enjoy their houses. The visually impaired persons expressed their gratitude to the head of state and his spouse. The head of state handed the apartment certificates to the residents.
Mehmedova Visale. Mehriban da, kızlar da sen tebrik edemez.
Çok sağ olun. Nasıl muhteremde gediyden vermeye. Siz çok köməkləmisiniz. Leyla xanım, siz də.
Çok sağ olun.
Yar
Allah
Ali,
sizden razı olsun.
Yar Ali. Smile of Yunis. Vallahi Fermanov Ferit. Çok sağ olun. Tebrik ederim. Aslanov Koca Bey.
O kadar altında.
İmanov Firudin. Mirzayev Alişir.
Salam aleyküm.
Salam.
Nedəsiz?
Sağ ol.
Əskər Mirzəyev başkomandanın əmrinə həmişə
Sağ ol. Sağ ol. Çok
Və öz
sağ ol.
məktəblərini bildirəm sizə.
Çok sağ ol. Çok da
Saygımıza
tebrik
qarşı.
ederim.
Çox
Tebrik
sağ olun.
ederim.
Çox sağ olun. Sağ olun.
Sağ olun.
Minnətdarım. Sağ olun. Oy.
Mehmedova Kemal'e. Tebrik ederim.
Then a photo was taken. President Ilham Aliyev and his spouse Mehriban Aliyeva reviewed the conditions created in the flats. The building has 132 flats, 22 of them are 3-room, 44 2-room and 66 single-room flats. All conditions have been created for the residents here. Significant measures are being taken in Azerbaijan to strengthen social protection of the population. Continuous progress of the country offers new opportunities to meet necessary needs of the vulnerable people. Improvement of the housing conditions of disabled people is one of the top priorities of the Azerbaijani president's activity. Opening of the residential building for visually impaired people is a vivid example of the president's care for the people falling under this category. Measures are underway to create necessary conditions for the visually impaired people to take part in all spheres of social life. Regional information centers opened in 3 regions as part of the project implemented by the Heydar Aliyev Foundation offer wide opportunities for the visually impaired people to use ICT. With the view of supporting professional rehabilitation and employment opportunities of the visually impaired people, Ministry of Labour and Social Protection of Population involved up to 100 visually impaired people in the professional training on Braille system in 2014-2015. Teaching and Rehabilitation Center for Visually Impaired People is under construction in Zabrat settlement of Sabuncu district of Baku. Necessary conditions will be created here to organize both professional training and medical service. Then, President Ilham Aliyev and his spouse Mehriban Aliyeva attended the opening of the administrative buildings of Narimanov District Center for Social Protection of Population and Medical and Social Expert Commission No. 8. There is a photo stand in the lobby of the building with photos featuring K of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev and President Ilham Aliyev for the people with disabilities and their meetings with them. Ministry of Labour and Social Protection of Population is carrying out significant activities to improve service to the people at the medical and social expert commissions. All expert commissions have been fitted with cutting-edge medical equipment and devices. This commission also has all necessary conditions for normal activity. The building has been fitted with examination and household equipment. The conditions created in the new building allow practicing disability examinations and exchanging information electronically among the related agencies. This will ensure transparency in the determination of disability. Narimanov District Center for Social Protection of Population has been provided with modern technical equipment, has all necessary conditions to consider the citizens' applications. President Ilham Aliyev was also informed about the work done regarding the single electronic application and appointment subsystem on Minsk-tested social assistance. The new system will ensure broad access of citizens to rapid, comfortable and transparent services on Minsk-tested social assistance. System has been formed for electronic admissions of applications and automatic appointment of assistances. E-applications of the citizens will be admitted through the single electronic application and appointment subsystem. Necessary certificates for means-tested social assistance will be obtained from relevant government agencies in electronic form. Then, Centers for Social Protection of Population will check material conditions of those families and submit the results to the single electronic application and appointment subsystem. Only after that, the decision will be passed whether the family is entitled to the assistance or not. The head of state was told that the building would house Republic Society for Visually Impaired People. The basement is designed for production area of the society. Necessary conditions have been created on the lower floors of the building for holding social, cultural events with the visually impaired people.